Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Logan, back here, and today I have a surprise. Well, I purchased something new for the channel here, and before you guys see what it is, first off, if you'd like to buy this Honda tractor, you can. It's for sale on Letgo for $300. Secondly, I still don't know what I'm going to do with the John Deere. My generator runs fine. Okay, now the big surprise is this. I paid $75 for this tractor. I do not know what year it is. It's got the hydrostatic transmission in it. Look up here. So this engine might surprise you. Now you'd think that this has probably like the same thing my other tractor has, and an 18 horsepower Kohler motor, or something around the lines of that. No, we get the big surprise of a 23 horsepower overhead valve intake Briggs and Stratton engine. Now, I did drive this tractor all the way across town to get it home. The battery is done for pretty much. I got my charger down there, but as you guys can see, it's pretty well dead. I started it using my jumper pack over there. You just put the positive side right there on that guy and the negative side right there on that guy, and she cranks over. She's still warm. Anywho, this is a very reliable engine. I believe it is my uncle who has a John Deere LA 125, I think, that has the same engine, and I think it's a 22 horsepower Briggs & Stratton. That thing has like 930 hours on it, so I know these are good, reliable engines. The oil was good in it. Didn't burn very much gas on the way back. So yeah, it's the V-twin motor. If the battery was charged, I would start it. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember or not, but this is up for sale. This tractor right here is for sale currently, so I'm not going to do too much to it. The John Deere runs. I did trim my grass with it the other day. Wonder if it'll crank. Okay, so it'll crank, but it won't fire up unless I go up there and fiddle with the choke. So this is, I think, one of the last years where they had this style seat one, where's the pressure plate. Because after that, they switched to like that tractor has the in-seat sensor, so you couldn't put a brick on it and still drive it. Now this tractor does need a new seat, but the seat in this tractor's not any worse than that seat. And if you look at them, they're really about the same. But this tractor, okay, the story behind it is it was stored there. It was abandoned for five years ago. It sat outside in these woods for 5 years. I was driving by with my uncle, or my mom's boyfriend, and I saw this thing, walked over here, looked at it, and said, oh my god, it's got the 23 horsepower V-twin. I have to have this tractor. So, what did I do? 2 days later, I rode my bike over to the place, walked in, and asked him, how much do you want for that Craftsman tractor over there? He goes, show me which one. I'm like, okay. I walk over here. He goes, well, that was an old customer tractor. He abandoned it here, so give me $100 and you can have it. Like, okay, so I was looking at it a little bit more. So the only thing wrong with this tractor is this little mower, is the mower deck engager cable, which is a $10 part. I said, hey man, it needs some work. I'll give you $75. He gave me the deal of $75 for this tractor, which I find is a pretty good deal. I don't know what you guys think, but I say it's a pretty good deal. Both headlights work. Everything in this tractor works. Well, I haven't tested the motor deck out yet, but from the bearings that I've turned on this thing, oh yeah, and it's got the hydrostatic trans, just like that guy. It's another thing I like. So yeah, the steering is a little stiff, but I figure that's just from it sitting for so long. It shouldn't be too much. But the thing I did check while it was sitting there was these bearings here, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, you can see it's been sitting for a while, but the bearings are good. Well, at least on this side they are. I haven't checked the other side yet because I haven't been willing to reach up under there and do it, and as you can see, it's buried behind my 210. Now, you want to know the weird part about this? This John Deere 210 has a 46-inch deck with a 10 horsepower Kohler motor. That has a 42-inch deck, hydrostatic trans, with a 23 horsepower motor. That has an 18 horsepower motor. So I think that probably would have had like what, a 45-inch deck on it or something, and 18 horsepower. I don't really know. But yeah, this tractor sat for 5 years. Didn't need any air in the tires at all. That one's a little low, but whatever. Same thing with this tractor. Sat for about a year. Needed no air in the tires. This one sits for about 3 weeks in the tires. That rear tire back there goes kind of low. But yeah, it's not that bad. I feel that I got a good deal. Now you guys are probably wondering, well, why don't you turn all your tractors around? That won't start. It's got a dead battery. That would probably start. Actually, I could turn them all around, but it makes more sense to turn them around, actually. I don't know. But yeah, you can see the tire marks on the floor there from when I drove it in. I could start that right now, but I'm not going to. Oh, and the other thing I like about this tractor, every Craftsman I've ever owned has had the choke throttle like this. So you bring it up to your full throttle and it stops, but to choke it, you push it further. Well, this tractor over here is different. So if we walk over here, I can show you. This is just your throttle, and this right here is your choke. Every single tractor I've ever driven, except for the 2 John Deeres that I've driven, and this one, and my Murray, every single Craftsman tractor and Honda tractor I've ever driven has had the chokes like that. Let's see. Murray was a pull-out choke like this. John Deere, on this model, happens to be a pull-out choke like that. And a lot of the other John Deeres, you'll have, like, the throttle will be like this, but this is your throttle, and then there's another little choke lever on the side of that. John Deere owners will know what I'm talking about, if it's from the 2000s and up. So, good deal or bad deal for $75? You tell me. That is not very reliable. That's why I plan on selling it. I mean, it's still leaking coolant all over the floor. I don't know what this one leaks yet. I don't think anything. This one leaks something. The generator leaks gas out of the carburetor because it has no fuel shut off and it leaks. But yes, these are my 3 tractors. It's eventually going to be 2, and they both mow. So, yeah. That is going to be my primary mowing tractor. Mainly because, well, because for one reason. Sadly to say it, this John Deere right here is only good for about one thing, and that's around the house stuff. That tractor I can drive right now. The only thing it needs is that little cable, and it's probably on the parts number. It's probably in the parts sticker inside the hood. I just haven't really looked yet. I know it's like a $10 part. I do have a work light out here. That'd probably be better for me to show you the motor. Okay, it's plugged in, so let's grab the wires off of here while it's warming up. See, it's got to warm up. We got to warm up, which sucks. There we go. Okay. 42-inch high-power deck. Ground drive belt, yep. Oh, by the way, in case you didn't know, the drive belt and the deck belt are the same size belt. So if you have an extra deck belt laying around, you break your drive belt, you can use that. Or if you have an extra drive belt laying around, you break your deck belt, you can use that. Alright, air filter, pre-cleaner, spark plugs, oil filters, fuel filter, keys, battery, oil capacity, 64 ounces. Alright, mulch kits, snow blade, wheel weights, tire chains, front bumper, front mounted. What? I don't even know at this point, but the tractor runs. If you want to hear it run, I'll probably do a video a little bit later. But I'm gonna conclude this one here because I'm almost out of recording time. So I'll catch you in the next one. And for now, I guess, see ya.